Genesis chapter 17. When Abram was 99 years old, the Lord appeared to him and said, I am the Almighty God. Walk and live habitually before me and be perfect, blameless, wholehearted, and complete. And I will make my covenant, solemn pledge between me and you, and will multiply you exceedingly. Then Abram fell on his face, and God said to him, As for me, behold, my covenant, solemn pledge is with you, and you shall be the father of many nations. Nor shall your name any longer be Abram, but your name shall be Abraham, for I have made you the father of many nations. I will make you exceedingly fruitful, and I will make nations of you, and kings will come from you. And I will establish my covenant between me and you and your descendants after you throughout their generations for an everlasting solemn pledge, to be a God to you and your posterity after you. And I will give to you and to your posterity after you the land in which you are a stranger, going from place to place, all the land of Canaan, for an everlasting possession, and I will be their God. And God said to Abraham, For as for you, you shall therefore keep my covenant, you and your descendants after you throughout their generations. This is my covenant, which you shall keep between me and you and your posterity after you. Every male among you shall be circumcised. And you shall circumcise the flesh of your foreskin, and it shall be a token or a sign of the covenant, the promise of the pledge between me and you. He who is 8 days old among you shall be circumcised, every male throughout your generations, whether born in your house or bought with your money from any foreigner, not of your offspring. He that is born in your house, and he that is bought with your money must be circumcised, and my covenant shall be in your flesh for an everlasting covenant. And the male who is not circumcised, that soul shall be cut off from his people, he has broken my covenant. And God said to Abraham, As for Sarai your wife, you shall not call her name Sarai, but Sarah, princess, her name shall be. And I will bless her and give you a son by her. Yes, I will bless her, and she shall be the mother of nations. Kings of peoples shall come from her. Then Abraham fell on his face and laughed and said in his heart, Shall a child be born to a man who is 100 years old? And shall Sarah, who is 90 years old, bear a son? And he said to God, Oh, that Ishmael might live before you. But God said, Sarah, your wife, shall bear you a son indeed, and you shall call his name Isaac, which means laughter. And I will establish my covenant or solemn pledge with him for an everlasting covenant, and with his posterity after him. As for Ishmael, I have heard and heeded you. Behold, I will bless him, and will make him fruitful, and multiply him exceedingly. He will be the father of 12 princes, and I will make him a great nation. But my covenant, my promise and pledge I will establish with Isaac, whom Sarah will bear to you at this season next year. And God stopped talking with him and went up from Abraham. And Abraham took Ishmael his son, and all who were born in his house, and all who were bought with his money, every male among those of Abraham's house, and circumcised them the very same day as God had said to him. And Abraham was 99 years old when he was circumcised, and Ishmael his son was 13 years old when he was circumcised. On the very same day Abraham was circumcised, and Ishmael his son as well. And all the men of his house, both those born in the house and those bought with money from a foreigner, were circumcised along with him.